What's good with y'all boys, man? What's good with y'all boys?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
That's just how, that's just how I see what's good with y'all boys. That's all.
I mean, it started off great, and that's the introduction. We keeping it. We keeping it. I ain't cutting none of this stuff out, man. But yo, y'all heard him. Guess who's back, man? Roby.
What's up?
Yeah, what's going on, Roby?
We
Made
felt
it
like
back.
we felt like we didn't do him justice the last episode with all the technical difficulties. So
Yeah, yo.
we spinning back, man. With my guy DJ Roby, man.
I'm back and I'm better.
He's back. He's back and he's better.
Yeah, all right. All right. Yeah, I had a couple of people, waking me up out my sleep talking about, yo, why you do the man dirty like that? He only had a couple of scenes. Cut him out. I'm like, nah. The thing about it is we had some technical difficulties. So, and this person was like, yo, that can't happen again. I was like, yeah, you kind of right.
Yeah.
So
Word.
we're working on rectifying the issues, man.
Word. I gotta talk to the production team about that because somebody dropped the ball there. Someone dropped the ball there, but we'll rectify the situation.
Hey, listen, man. We make mistakes, man. We're human. If I was perfect all the time, y'all would hate me.
You're the production team.
I don't know who he was talking about. I don't know who he was talking about. I'm assuming it's me because it's only two other people here. Like, who are you talking about? He's not doing anything, production wise. So, who are you talking about, man? You talking about me?
My motto is, if the shoe fits, lace up. That's my motto.
So I came in here today and I was just like, I'm gonna leave this dude alone. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
It has been looking like I've just been roasting him on camera.
Trying to, at least.
It's been sticking. But, it just looks like that. So today I'm like,
Subjective.
you know what? Whatever. Today I'm just like, yo, you know what? I'm going to leave my guy alone. We're just going to have a calm, cool little episode. And ever since, I had that, mindset, this man has just not shut the fuck up. He has not shut up. Like, he's just... I digress. I'm back zen mode. Yo, what's going on? We back again with another episode. We did the introduction already, right?
I think so.
Yo, I am joined by Vlad. I'm Pete. Welcome back to the dude Roby. He already said what he had to say. What are we going to talk about?
Real quick, man, before we get into it, how was everybody's week? We're here recording on a
Sunday.
How was everybody's week? How was everybody's weekend so far and everything? Anything good? Anything, worth talking about?
My weekend was good. I just went to a graduation party. My boy Emil, he a dentist now. Shout out to Emil. 7 years of school. I couldn't do it.
Salute 7 years. That's
7 years of what?
School.
I don't think I ever did 7 years of anything.
I kind of could have told you that. That's what it is.
But other than that, week's been good. Can't complain. What about y'all?
I went out last night to a dinner. It was my homegirl's birthday. Shout out Joanne. Went to a little Haitian spot. Went to a Haitian spot in the city.
Oh man.
Do you guys mind if I get into it?
Go ahead. Do your thing.
So I'm Haitian, right? And I love our people, and I love being Haitian. Let me just say, let me give out the positives before I get into some of the things
Be careful now.
I didn't even get the name of the spot, so
I'm just saying, be careful. You about to say some negative stuff about the Zoes?
No, not even about the Zoes. Just the actual establishment, just that establishment itself, So,
Where were you?
I was in Lower East Side in Manhattan. Damn, that actually kind of narrows down there.
Fell for the trap.
Whatever, I could mention the name. I mean, what are they gonna do? Rebel.
Okay.
Rebel Restaurant and Bar in Lower East Side.
Yo, Rebel, Lower East Side. If you watching, Vlad's about to kick your back in.
I might, just a little bit. All right, so first and foremost, I like the music. Music was cool. It's a small spot, so it's not like this huge spot where, you're going to get a lot of space to dance, a lot of space to, move around. It's a tighter spot, more intimate, And our party was rather big. We had a rather large party. It was about 20 to 25 of us. So you can imagine. But what I will say, the music was good. Whoever was on the ones and twos, spinning some good tunes, spinning some Haitian tunes. They had the dance hall going, some a little bit of soca here and there, Afro beats. It was good in that aspect. It was really good. But man, let's talk about the food though.
Let's get into it. Oh,
What you eat?
I had the black mushroom rice and stewed chicken. The stewed chicken, slightly overcooked. Now, I love food, so I know how food should taste. You know, the rice was salty. Dia sale, you know, and I hate to do this to you guys because you guys are trying, but and also another thing, the server. There was this one server in particular. She was mad aggressive. Like, I put my plate down. I was done eating, but she didn't even ask me. Just grab my plate, clean the shit. I'm like, yo, what if I wasn't done yet?
like yo, what if I wanted to like relick the damn bone of the chicken I was
To
eating?
lick the plate.
Yeah, like yo, what if I really wanted to take like the 2 grains of rice over there and just eat them?
The food
what I
wasn't
mean?
good, but you was done with your plate.
It was done with your plate.
My thing is, if you're gonna be cleaning up the table, you should at least ask, "Are you finished with your plate?" That's my thing, you know.
Okay.
So it's just just little etiquettes that you should be aware of because I used to serve. It was very brief, but there's little things that you pick up on that you should know.
Are you talking about the same job I think you're talking about? We wasn't asking that bullshit. We wasn't
Oh,
asking.
I definitely come on.
You were?
Of course,
Man.
I actually did my job and I did it well.
Yo, if I wanted to go home, man, and you just, yo, if I wanted to go home and I feel like you didn't need those 2 bites of the last 2 bites of the chicken, get that shit out of here. We out of here, man. Pack that up, put it in the bus table shit, and we out of here.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, man, that was just a little quick little a little rant just about Rebel. Otherwise, it was a cool spot,
What would you rate it?
Out of 10,
Mm-hmm.
6. 6. I'm sorry, Rebel, but 6.
I mean, don't apologize for the C- you just gave him. It is what it is.
Right.
You just rice is salty and serve is aggressive. That's it. That's it. Rice is salty, serve is
The
aggressive.
rice is salty, the service aggressive.
That's it. Like no need to like sugarcoat it. I mean,
Yo,
could you see yourself going back?
nah, probably not. I just know too many other Haitian spots that are better.
You're not even gonna give him a second try.
No need.
When
No
they're
need.
done?
Yeah, because again, I know too many other Haitian. I'm Haitian, so like I know other spots that I can go to that I could get better food, bigger pause, more space. And it's just kind of out the way. I don't live in the city, so what am I going all the way out there for? It's not. That's not a destination for me. If I was to go into the city, I'm not going to the city just to go there. Like you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Congestion pricing, the tolls. I will say the location parking wasn't bad. I found parking on the street, so it wasn't terrible. But
Oh, that's a plus.
on a Saturday night, yeah, I found parking. But
Can't beat finding parking on a Saturday night, yo.
yeah,
Like these streets. Congested, man. Congested pricing with the tolls. You know what I mean? Salty rice and vibes.
I could never tell if he's being sarcastic or not.
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just like, you were let down, man. I feel for you. You were let down.
Yo, Easy Pass is a fucking scam, bro.
Oh, we about to be out of here. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Tell us.
Look, and let him know your @name.
Yeah.
Let him know where to find you.
Nah, Easy Pass,
Yeah.
bro. They've been violating. Every time I go past the toll, yo, they never even send them the tolls in the mail, and they always charge you.
Don't
You,
you?
you guys have the same thing?
You have a tag though, no?
I got the tag, but for some reason, I always get it when they add the fucking fees after the fact.
Do you get Are you opted into like getting the statements by mail, or do you do it by like email, like Digital mail.
Digital.
Digital. Oh, so you gotta check your shit, bro.
You know what? I'm a join in. I feel like you got some smoke for them, right? I'm gonna join in a little bit of the smoke. I had my car since 2021, right? Mm-hmm. When I got my car, one of the first things I knew that I wanted, you know, for obvious purposes, was, you know, get an Easy Pass, right? With these Easy Passes, you know, everything is like online nowadays. They got like their designated apps. Yeah. So they have this app, and I kid you not, I've only been able to sign in to the app twice.
Since 2021.
Since 2021, because when I try to sign in, somehow Easy Pass is always doing some maintenance thing. I can't get in the damn account. So I don't know how much money, if that's how it works, I don't know how much I have logged in as a balance. It just keeps charging me. And when they charge me, it's like $60, bro.
Oh, you got $60 on the replenishment?
It was 25. They upped it to 60 by themselves.
They'll up it based on your usage. They tried that with me. I ripped my car from their possession, nigga. They tried to charge me $35 one day. I was like, nah, it's slow.
Yo, once you give them permission to reoccur, they'll start going. They'll take 30, next time 60.
Yeah.
They'll violate.
So they're just taking off like projections or like, yo.
Yeah, based on like your travel and your usage, basically.
Don't give them that power.
Yeah, take your power back, buddy.
The thing about that is, like, I'm growing over the bridge more now in 2025. I wasn't really doing none of that stuff in like the past.
Okay, so you didn't really,
yeah, I didn't really know that's what it was. I mean,
but you would go to Jersey all the time, no? Isn't that all?
Yeah, but Jersey got local routes.
Yeah,
True.
You got I got.
Oh, yeah,
local
you are.
routes.
Yeah, you the type. You the cheap nigga. You go around.
You what?
You a cheap nigga. You'll drive an extra 5 miles just to avoid $1.50 toll.
I will.
Yeah, like talk to this dude over here. I don't know who you think you're talking to. I don't do none of that stuff, man.
I will.
First of all, if the GPS tells me to go straight, I'm just gonna go straight. If that's the shortcut, if that's the long way, it is what it is. I'm not.
You put the avoid tolls. You do the avoid tolls route.
Yeah, because I don't want to pay for tolls, bro.
All right, then.
The local routes are just as fast, don't you think?
No.
Come on, buddy. Pete, I'm not gonna let you get that off.
No, like for real, for sure. No?
Salute.
Just salute. just me here today. Damn, man. Yeah, I'm by myself.
You think the local routes are just as fast as, like, what, jumping on the throughway or the highway? Like, is that what you're trying to say? The parkway? There's no way you're saying that. You talking about like traffic lights? You're talking about stop signs? There's no way you're talking about.
The thing about these, throughways and whatnot, bro. Most of the time, you're probably spent in traffic anyway. No.
Now you're adding other factors into it.
So just standalone by itself, no other obstacles that you need to do. Of course, the throughway is going to be faster, but people are taking the throughway.
Don't hit me with the of course. After you were just saying the local routes are just as fast. Don't hit me with the of course.
Somewhere around this episode, I'm gonna fire at this guy relentlessly. All right, I'm just gonna let him. You know what I mean? You got it today, man. I came in on some calm shit. This guy has been kicking my back in since I got here. Little guy. Yo, I asked for. Yo, he gets a freaking salt bagel. He wants to ruin everybody else's day. Right?
There's a stoic saying, it's like tame your body. No, put your body through rigorous training so that your mind will follow suit. So basically, put your body through hell so that you have the mental fortitude to handle anything.
I guess essentially
type
that's
of
what
thing,
I was
yeah.
trying to say, right?
Because if you think about anything, it's just like if you can endure pain, you know the saying, a hard life creates like tough people and resilient people, as opposed to a soft life, they create soft people. So once you go through tough things, that builds your resiliency, that builds your endurance, your stamina, whatever the case may be.
I've heard of something like that before, but I think it's like the other way.
What do you mean?
Like, there's this book that I have, and hopefully I'm not botching it right now. It says like soft times create soft men. Wait, I think that's kind of what you just said, but there's like a way around.
I know what you mean. So it's like a tough times create tough men, but then tough men in turn create a soft life for
Yeah.
their next for the people
Ex-
after them, so for their successors. So in that case, then that soft life that the tough men have created will in turn create soft men. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Exactly. Now we got men out here crying and doing all this stuff.
So men can't cry. Is that what you're saying?
Is that really what you're asking me right now? All right. Men can cry, yeah, for sure. I don't think I'm saying that. But we are in the age where like think about what age we're in right now, bro. Like back in the days, men used to go to war and now we're worried about other shit, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to not be rude.
No, you're right. It makes you think because of all the things that our ancestors and our predecessors had to endure. Because if you think about it now, we're just in an age where technological advancement just put us in such comfortable situations, right? We wake up, we have shelter. We wake up, we have refrigerated food. We don't have to hunt. We don't have to gather for nutrition.
Everything's just there. It's provided.
Everything's there.
It depends where you are in the world. Some people they still gotta do that.
Of course, don't get me wrong. Everything is in everything is subjective and what's the in subjective and in
Retrospect.
not retrospect. What's the oh
Use
man,
another
now,
word.
now
I
I
wish I
look
could
like
help you.
yeah.
I wish I could help you.
By yourself, gang.
Not situational, but oh man, I'm gonna think of the word.
Think of the word.
Jeez.
We're gonna get back into it, but yeah. But even to your point, that's kind of like that's like modern men, though. Yeah, like of course we have people on like these third world countries that still have to like do some of these things, and to be honest, how they stack up against what we know today, I don't think we can compete. Like I don't think like if we go grab a group of people right now, chances are, and then we put them in like a situation that they're not accustomed to, chances are they're probably like gonna perish. You know what I mean? Like if we take some, I'm just trying not to be rude. Let's say all right, let's use us for example, and let's all be realistic about it. Do you think any of us could just like go to war? Come up with survival tactics. Like, do any of you guys even know how to fish? Do you think you like would make it in like
You're talking about right now?
yeah, like right now, knowing that everything that we have is like basically like provided for us. Like somebody could like make us food. Like our parents make us food. Everything is like on the table. They go grocery shopping. Versus back in the day, folks had to. If you didn't like kill that elk over there, you wasn't gonna eat. You know what I mean? You think we could do? Do you think we could like survive in that type of lifestyle right now?
To a certain extent, we got three minds. We know how to do it, but we've never done it before. So I think the hardest part is going to be the learning curve to actually do it. But we have an idea of how to do these things.
Yeah, but I'm still on the other side of that. Like, think about even with now, like technology. You mentioned technology. What?
I know the word. I was thinking of relative. Everything is relative. So obviously I'm speaking
Subjective and relative.
Yeah, so it's
Got it.
relative. So I'm speaking to us and where we are right now, where we are currently, our setting, not a third world country or XYZ. Obviously, it's all relative. Not everybody has the same access to resources. I was thinking of the word. I got it.
I'm glad you thought about it, and you were
But I
able
also
to
have
come
an
to your
answer to your
conclusion.
question, though.
Go ahead.
I do believe, I'm a firm believer in that anything I put my mind to, I can succeed at it. So of course, like Roby said, there's going to be a learning curve, and I'm not going to be the best at it right off the bat. But the human, I think, is capable of doing tremendous things once put in a situation where they have to do tremendous things, right?
Back against the wall.
Exactly. So you put a person in a situation where it's hunt or starve, they're going to hunt. I don't think we'll allow ourselves to just sit there and not figure it out. We're going to just exhaust all the options until we figure it out, because it's at that point it's a matter of survival. It's a matter of, you do this or you die type of thing.
I'm in agreement with you guys on that point. Like, I posed the scenario. I like to think of myself, I would fare well too, but realistically speaking, it is like, let's say we were all just go back. It is a new environment, and if for somebody who hasn't like hunted before or fished, properly, it is going to be difficult. I mean, everybody has like the ability to adapt to their environment, evolution, but
I think it would be especially difficult for someone like you that gets facials on the regular.
Whoa. Yo,
Pause.
That was crazy.
this guy is crazy.
A nigga like you that's because what you gonna do out there? There's no Neutrogena out there.
I don't even use that, bro.
There's no CeraVe out there. There's no Cetaphil. What you gonna do?
See what your man's doing?
You can't call Tasha for an appointment. What are you?
Oh, you gonna name drop her too?
What are you gonna do when
name drop her too?
What are you gonna do when you get out there, buddy?
Well, to be honest, if we're being honest, compared to us three, I like my odds better.
Really?
Yeah.
Why'd he say that?
Because 1, I'm strategic. 2, I'm in combat. And 3, I kind of know how to do some of these things I'm talking about.
Roby, do you go ahead, Roby? I'll let you. I saw you make a face, so I'm gonna let you.
I'm being dead serious.
What makes you think we're not strategic? We don't have those capabilities.
He asked you a question. Don't look at me.
I know what he asked me.
He asked you a question.
I know what he asked me. I'm just saying, like, up here, I think I got y'all beat.
I'm glad it's up there.
Nah, I'm playing around.
Nah, you're not playing. You dead
I'm
ass.
I'm playing around.
It's okay,
I'm
bro.
playing around.
It's okay, cause
No, I'm really playing around.
honestly, I don't think you have me beat in those aspects.
No, I'm really just playing around though.
No,
I
yeah,
feel like you
it's
guys.
okay.
I feel like you guys are like taking it serious. I'm just all about jokes today.
All right.
Yeah, but
All right, but I was gonna say, this combat. Have you ever put it to the test?
yeah,
No, like in a real situation.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How'd that go?
It went well. What the fuck do you mean?
Hey,
It went well.
I'm just asking a
What you trying to
question.
say?
I'm
Yo,
asking a question.
These days of you guys, yo, camera on me, man. It's back. Camera on me. I mean, it's been on me the whole time. The way this guy is trying to make me seem like I'm chump, yo, knock it off, bro.
I asked him a question. I
Knock
said
it
he's
off,
in combat, but a lot of times people are in combat, but do they actually, put it to the test? A lot of people aren't getting into actual altercations, where they
Yeah.
could put the combat to test, and that's all I'm saying. And then also, combat, we got guns now, buddy.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Now you want to bring up guns. That's what he said like last week, but now you want to bring up guns. I'm talking about being in a situation where if it's just you and your 2 friends, you can handle yourself, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Of course, guns. I'm not going to be stupid enough to go to somebody who has like a weapon and think I'm going to win with my 2 fists.
Oh,
Granted,
but you got strategy though.
yeah, of course, the strategy is stay away from that dude. The fuck you talking about?
a good strategy.
Exactly. I'm not about to just go kill myself. Granted, I am well protected in that way. Like I know how to, utilize firearms and whatnot. I just don't own them. You know what I mean?
Okay. Nah, that's cool. Me personally, I'm not in combat. I don't train combat, so you have me beat there. It's true.
I mean, that's essentially what I said in the beginning.
However, you said you were joking, so
Yeah.
so which one is
No,
it?
but you had brought it back up, and I was joking, but you guys, I don't know, I didn't want to step on anybody's toes. I thought we was all cool people. Everybody got a little serious. Roby was like, "I'm glad it's up there." I'm like, "Oh, he's not really in tune with how we joke right now." So I'm gonna leave him alone. But yeah, I was just joking. I'm not gonna blatantly say, "Hey, I'm better than anybody." I don't think I'm better than anybody. Do I have some advantages? Yeah, as do other people. But I'm not gonna flat out say, "Yo, between me and you, I think you die first in an open world situation." I'm not going to do that. That's where the joke was. So if you took a little bit of offense,
I ain't take
my fault, my guy. It is what it is. But this nigga over here, you better stop thinking I'm chump, man.
never said-
You better stop thinking I'm chump.
You use that word. I simply asked, have you ever put your combat training to the test in a real situation? That's all I asked. That was
Everyone
only-
has. I feel like everybody's got into a little bit of a
That's
scuffle.
not true. A lot of people have never gotten into a physical altercation. A lot of people never got punched in the face. A lot of people never been in
Have you?
punched in the face, for sure. For sure.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm from the old days. I'm from the days when niggas used to fight, when niggas used to, slap box, niggas used to, just wrestle. Niggas used to do, you say a joke. It's true. I'm not even gonna front. Back in middle school, I'll never forget this. Back in middle school, remember I was hooping, after you eat, you go outside for like 15, 20 minutes, you go hooping, whatever.
recess. This guy forgot the word recess.
I don't think it's recess. But in middle school, we wasn't really calling it recess though. What were we?
It was recess.
It was recess. Whatever. My bad. Recess. All right. So I'm outside hooping, right? We hooping. I remember a ball came rolling onto the court. I chucked that ball. I think I chucked that ball so far. The basketball came rolling onto the court. I chucked the ball, or I kicked it. I can't remember which one. All I remember, this nigga got tight. He rocked my shit.
This guy chucked the basketball and got punched in the face.
Yeah, he rocked my shit. I was like, oh shit. I was like, when you get punched in the face, but it wasn't like a situation where like niggas was like arguing with each other and it was like hot. He just punched me out of nowhere.
He just walked up and just did it.
Bow,
He didn't say,
hit my
like,
shit.
yo,
I was like, what the fuck?
has
You
that
ain't see
ever
it coming?
I didn't, bro. Like when you hooping, you just hooping. The ball came out. Get the ball out of here.
And then you just went back to doing what you were doing.
Yeah, the nigga whammed me, snuck my shit. Pow! I was like, oh shit. But it wasn't a fight or nothing. I didn't fight the nigga back. It was just one of those things. I was like, damn, the nigga just stuffed me.
You couldn't believe it.
I was like kind of, oh, why he hit me?
So
like,
you was in shock and you didn't do nothing.
not
else
in
after
shock. I mean, well, I'm very tempered, so I'm not about to just fight for no. That's not me. Anybody that knows me knows I keep my cool.
I mean, I had a joke, but I'm gonna have to co-sign with that too. Cause there was this one time. I'm not gonna say the parties that were involved, but Roby, it was like it was year 2014, 2015, 2013, just to be safe. 2013. We used to. You're from Rockland County. You know where Memorial Park is at and all that. So I'm not gonna say the people who were involved, but it was within our friend group, and so what he's saying is like true. Like he's very even tempered. It takes a lot to get him to that point where he has to like react to something. So I remember it was just this one particular afternoon. One of our homeboys. You're probably gonna remember as
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think what you're talking about, but
yeah. So it was one of our homeboys, and for some reason, he just kept bothering Vlad. He just kept bothering Vlad to the point he would like smack him up a little bit, do all of that stuff. Vlad is like, yo, chill. And the last straw with anyone, I don't expect anyone to, not react when you do this. But the last straw was after like, let's say like an hour, close to 2 hours of just him just bothering Vlad. Vlad is just keeping cool. The last straw was this dude, one of our homeboys, he just spit on Vlad.
Oh.
Like we had just got to the park. He had spit on Vlad. And you know what this guy Vlad did? I thought he was just going to leave it alone. Vlad picked up his right foot and booted this dude across the
oh shit.
and booted this dude across the parking lot. And I'm just looking at dude. I think I remember saying this to him. I'm like, yo, you deserved it. Like you deserved everything that just happened to you. And of course, do you remember?
I faintly remember that. I don't remember kicking anybody, but
You kicked him squared on the chest.
wait. Who you talking about? You could. Who you talking about?
You want me to just say the name?
Yeah, who?
Yo, shouts to ET3,
Yeah, I, was
man.
about to say, I remember ET3 was a little annoying.
Yo, shouts to ET3,
That
bro.
nigga was annoying.
You deserved it that day, my guy. I'm sorry.
Wait,
You
so
just,
I was like,
yo, he picked up his right foot and booted him across the parking lot, yo.
I faintly remember that. That was
We were
why
just getting out of his car.
very faintly remember that faintly. But like I said, it takes a lot to get me to that point. But he definitely asked for it.
No, yeah, that's why I had to co-sign it because this guy Vlad, yeah, he's very even-tempered. It took a lot to even get him to that point. But you know, after being spit on by somebody,
Yeah, he was wild.
yeah.
And
So
he used to,
he used to go a little crazy, man. So
we gonna bleep it out, but yeah, you used to do that a lot.
he
Nigga.
used to do that a lot.
You
man.
used to do that dumb shit a lot.
Yeah.
You used to get yourself in situations.
Sometimes your brothers couldn't save you,
Yeah,
man.
feel me? A lot of situations, boy. I tell you, like,
Yeah, bro.
yeah, like, yo, bro,
Yeah,
why are you
bro.
doing that? Let's go, man. Everybody leaving. Let's go. He just back there talking shit.
Just back there,
Oh,
like he
man.
just. I mean, you grew up though, my guy. You grew up wherever you are. I mean, we just seen you, but wherever you are,
Yo,
we gonna send you this clip, my guy.
Very faintly remember that, yo.
And it was an aggressive kick too. And Vlad, you know what Vlad's excuse was?
He got spit.
Cause I had asked him. I'm like, yo, you good? Like, you're not still mad or anything? Vlad was like, I'm not mad. I'm just aggravated. And I'm like, yo, bro, this is you being like aggravated, I hate to see you like mad. You know what I mean?
It takes a lot to get me there, bro. Like, I really, I don't really.
So yeah, he
Boys.
just booted him.
I'm the same way, but I've gotten to a couple of altercations, but very few.
That's what I'm saying. I've been in a couple situations, but
I just want to stay away, bro. Like if it's like unavoidable, then yeah, I'm gonna have to like do my thing. But for the most part, I just want to get away, man. And if you're like, but I don't want to bother nobody. I don't expect nobody to bother me. You know what I mean,
Bro.
So if it's just coming your way, then you gotta like do what it was. That was just a perfect example of like, yo, I wasn't searching for this. Like you were legit like on my case for like an hour or two. I just had to do what I had to do.
I gave that nigga the sparring kick.
Yo, see the thing about it,
It was built up energy.
it was just pent up energy, bro. You had to have seen it from the way I've seen it. I'm talking about knee came up to chest and the extension to his chest. Booted him like he traveled a couple of like feet on the floor. And I'm just like, yo, you deserve that, bro.
Because that's my little man's. I wasn't going to punch him. I had to, what can I do to him?
Yeah, you did it. You did the next best thing.
Shut up.
Yeah, it was wicked, bro. And then, you know, we're around. If you got an older brother, your older brother is gonna be like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Yeah,
But-
what, nigga?
No, but it wasn't like that
yeah,
at
we
all.
was all cool. So,
Yeah.
But they already know, though. Like, that's the thing.
That's
'Cause
what it was.
Even they would get into fights because it's the same thing. Like,
Yeah, so they
this
just
nigga
had
being
to like
annoying. You know what I mean?
understand
It's
that
the same
day.
thing. It's like, yo, the niggas knew what's up.
They just had to like understand that they even told them like, "Yo, you was really like bugging. Like, you need to like chill." Shouts to you guys too, man. Wherever you guys are. Haven't seen my man in a while. My man Reed in a while.
Yeah.
Reed,
Flash.
Reed's in Flash, man. Hopefully you're doing great out there, dog. But yeah. But other than that, if you can avoid it, just avoid it, man. It's not worth it, especially nowadays.
Bro, a lot of these people, they got nothing to lose. And that's what makes them dangerous.
Oh my god, yo, I hate being. You ever been in a situation where you find yourself in the vicinity of somebody that has nothing to lose? Niggas got nothing going for themselves, and they just ready to crash out, ready to.
Those
you
are
know?
the scariest people, bro.
Bro, I hate those situations because most of the times I find myself in a situation like that through a friend of a friend type of thing. You know, like you go out with somebody that you're cool with, and then they might bring an extra person or some shit. And now you in a spot with somebody that has no decorum, no etiquette.
Secondhand embarrassment.
Secondhand embarrassment, bro. They just mad loud. They just aggressive.
It's nice to see that you're finally like seeing some of the like everything you're saying right now. It's nice to see that you're like kind of like agreeing with me a bit.
I've never been in disagreements when it comes
Yo,
to
Vlad would tease me, Roby. Vlad would tease me when, like, let's say we're all right here. We're all good. We're laughing. I kiki. We're all boys right now. Somebody who I haven't seen before would walk in here. I would just shut down. It's already been mentioned already. I would just shut down. Vlad would say like, "There go PJ being himself." Like
You don't know the nigga. You don't. You're
exactly.
not comfortable.
I don't see. Look, now he's about to like double down on this point.
You're conflating 2 points.
How am I complaining? It's the
Because
exact
it's
same
one
thing.
thing. It's one thing for someone to be loud, rambunctious, and just annoying, and it's another thing for you to just stay quiet when you're first meeting someone. You don't even know their character. You don't even know how they act yet.
But that's exactly why I'm quiet. I'm trying to feel them out.
No, that's fine. But I think I think it's cool. Like, let's, for example. So I've known Roby for a while. I've known you for a while. If you two bring somebody into the circle, I'm not just gonna shut down and just, cause I trust you. You my man's. You my man's. So I trust that anybody that you would bring around will be somebody of of good character and of
Yeah, I mean,
So I would engage with that person. I would try to
I see where you're coming from.
You feel me? Now I can understand if you're in a larger area and there may be a couple of people that we don't know, we're not familiar with, and you have to do that. That's cool. I get that. But if it's like a situation where one of you introduce somebody, it might be a little.
I
Different.
think the former is what I was like really referring to. I think it's just in the situation where you don't really know the person, but other times, which I feel like you're referencing, we kind of already knew some of the people that we brought in the circle. There's a couple of people that you probably heard me mention before, and they just come around and everybody's like cool. Like for example, I think last week was like the real first time that I hung out with Roby. It was, but I had already knew about Roby from like the stories you would tell about.
Nah, we hung out before.
I mean, okay, so
For
like
real?
it's
You remember we went to fucking Jersey? What's that?
Cars.
Yeah.
Did that? I mean, but even that, the point still stands because I had already knew about you.
That's true.
so like this situation like this. We're all from the same town. We were all in Elmwood playing. So like, you've never hung out with Roby directly, but you've been in the same vicinity. We've hooped before. We've all been at Elmwood. We've all been kicking it. So it's like a little different. And plus, like, I don't know. It's just a little different, right? I get what you're saying, though. I do understand what you're saying because there could be those people where you know about them, but you've never hung out with them directly. But I don't know. I feel like Roby's a little. I don't know. Maybe because I know both of you, and I don't know. But
Yeah, there is some bias to it.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of an example, but I don't want to like drag it on too much.
No, yeah. No. I get what you're saying. Though. I do understand what you're saying, and I get why you do what you do because I'm the same way. If there's somebody that I don't necessarily know,
I don't think so.
it depends if I'm with my people, and that's why I say if I'm with my peoples, like
You feel more comfortable.
I'm comfortable. I'm with y'all. Like I trust you guys to bring people around. That's quality people. That I could be myself around.
Yeah.
Now, if you're bringing somebody complete, like if there's that person's bringing somebody else, that might be. But even then, like nigga, now you in our space type of thing. You know what I mean? Like you're in our space. Now, if say you're bringing me as that person and you're introducing me to a friend group that I'm not familiar with. Now, in that case, I may be a bit more reserved. Now, your group has to warm up to me, and I have to be able to, build a rapport with them.
And that's always a little. Did you have something to say? I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, what he's saying, that's actually something in itself too, because like I don't know. It's something I am trying to change. Like I don't want to just shut down like that, but I feel like I have to like see how this person behaves in a group setting, like around us, because we already know how we're gonna act with each other, and I'm just in fear that you might say or do something to either myself or the people that I'm with that's gonna cause a situation with like a whole other situation. Or I just stay away for a bit. If the coast is clear, then yeah, the coast is clear and we can just engage. But there are times, the reason why I'm like that, there are times where I would do what I do, and then a random person would just come in, and it turns out that this person should not be here. They're causing trouble. They're doing all this stuff, and then it's putting everybody else in a predicament that we don't normally find ourselves in. And I just avoid it. So go ahead.
So I got a quick question. How do you feel about mixing your friend groups together?
I think it's a bad idea, honestly.
Really?
I think it's a bad idea because you know how they act, and you know how these people act, and sometimes it just doesn't align with each other. You know what I mean? Like this could be the more reserved group, the more aggressive group, the more outgoing. I say aggressive like loosely, more outgoing, and you mix them together, it turns out, you know, they don't like each other. You know, it's like the introvert extrovert BS.
Because I find myself mixing a lot of my friend groups together. And also live, we mixed a lot of friend groups together too. Like this nigga knows people I went to college with and never met them a day before in his life. So it varies on the type of people you bring around. Sometimes it's good and just other times it's not.
Yeah, I see your point. But even so, like, I don't want to keep playing devil's advocate here, but I'm finding other avenues that I could just say, like, even with y'all friend groups, how you guys keep mixing friend groups, there's somebody in that friend group, like you said, that always knows you. Like, the way you guys are like explaining this to me, it feels like you guys are never in a situation where you don't know at least a couple of people within that, you know, circle.
Well, so speaking from my experience, like Roby said, you know, I've met some of his college folks, but I'm gonna sound kind of braggadocious. I'm the type of person I could talk to anyone. I can speak to anyone. I can have a conversation with anyone, no matter what walk of life you come from, no matter what your background is, no matter what. So Roby could bring me in a situation like that, and I may only know Roby, but I'm open to a conversation with anyone. So I can build a rapport. I can have a discussion with someone, and it will be, you know, it's fine. He could bring me into his friend group and not have to worry about me, you know. He could mix me in with other people and not have to worry about me being a problem or causing an issue, because that's not what I do, you know. So that's why so to his point, like, can I mix friend groups? Yeah, I can mix friend groups, and sometimes I do, but you do know those friends that you necessarily can't bring and mix with other people, because either A, how they act, B, how they are, like, you know, just a couple of things that about them that I wouldn't necessarily want to even mix those friend groups. They have nothing in common. They're not gonna mix well. They're not gonna mesh well. So I'm not even gonna put them in that situation. You know, type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Just know your people.
Fair point. But yeah, I used to think I was one of those friends too. But you know what I mean? Like one of those friends that you just couldn't bring around, because just simply that I would be iced out for a bit. But you know, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just some type of negative person. I just can't be around new people. That's not what I'm saying at all. For the people who are listening out there, you guys heard it already. The people who are listening out there, I'm not saying I'm a negative person. I just don't want to be around new people. I'm just very cautious.
You take your time.
I take my time to like get to know other people. I can't just come up to you face to face and, yo, what's up, buddy? You know what I mean?
But you know, it doesn't have to be performative, right? As long as I feel like as long as you're showing up in your authentic self, people that relate to you and people that, you know, that share interests with you, you guys will align no matter what, right? So even if it's Roby making the connection, even if it's you making the connection, you know, if that person is somebody that I would be aligned with and somebody that I would be cool with, no matter how we met, we would have clicked, you know? Even if we met randomly without a connector, even if we, you know, without that mutual friend. So I think you show up as your authentic self and you just be who you are. You don't have to be over the top. You don't have to dim yourself. You don't have to, you know, shrink yourself in that space. Just be who you are. And that's how I always am, you know? Like sometimes people be like, yo, Vlad, why you not? I be in the spot like, yo, Vlad, why you more reserved? Like that's how I really be most of the time. You know, unless I can up it, but for the most part, I be chill. I be reserved. Like I'm just chill, you know. Not to say I'm shy. Not to say I don't want to talk to anybody, but a lot of times I just be in the corner, you know.
Chill guy.
Chill guy, playing my shy brother shit, you know what I mean?
Shy brother shit.
My shy brother.
That's what it sounds like you doing, Pete. Shy brother.
Pete love the shy brother.
It works for some people.
It works with some people.
You get that shy brother stuff off.
Ooh.
Whoever, Pete.
He's about to out you out, just like, you know.
I see your point, you know.
He's about to get you.
Yo.
You've been a little too quiet too. He's about to get you. Get him.
We be in the spot, man.
Uh-oh.
We vibe, everybody chilling, cool and chilling.
Uh-oh.
It don't even gotta be like nothing crazy. It could be like a little kickback with some friends, a little game night. Everybody knows each other. Some days Roby would just be on some. All right, let me just chill. Let me just.
I be tired sometimes.
Yo, every other time, mind you, I know Roby. He got slick comments. He got jokes, and he's just Roby. Roby likes to command, like, not to say he likes to command attention, but he commands attention just because of his personality and who he is. Like, I'll never forget that IHOP. Went to IHOP on
What'd you do at IHOP,
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, IHOP?
It
What'd you
was
do
like
at IHOP?
that big ass table. Roby was like, nah, I gotta sit in the middle so I can talk to both sides. I'm like, nah, this nigga's killing me.
I can't.
The table, we had like 14 people at the table. Roby was like towards the end of the table. He was like, nah, I don't like this seat. He had to move like towards the middle so he could talk to both sides equally. I'm like, yo, this
No one
guy-
left out, right, Roby?
No one left out.
No one left out. I get that.
Yeah, so sometimes he'll get in his bag where he just quiet,
So sometimes my social battery goes down. You feel me?
That's cool, but I'm gonna point it out every time. I'm like, yo, why this nigga so quiet over here, yo?
Okay.
Why he trying to play Shy Brother? Cause he know that Shy Brother shit. You get that off. That shit, yo.
That's your A game. That's your player card.
Why he so quiet over there? And the girl go over there. Oh, why he so quiet? And he's like, oh me. You feel me? Like
What's your opening line? Yo, are you pulling up to the boat party July 6th?
Oh, me, I'm a DJ. I'm a little tired from my event last night. You feel me? Like,
Why can't I see it?
like I know you, bro. I know you.
Why can't I see it? I can see it for sure,
Yeah,
yo.
I got home late last night. I was at the hospital. I'm a construction manager. And then I have a gig later tonight, so I'm trying to save some energy.
This nigga dimmed his voice.
You do kind of sound like that.
And then I had to go to the dealership.
They try to charge me $300
Yeah,
for an orange.
for $300 to check the tire pressure because car drive. Oh, let me put my Burberry shades on. It's a little bright in here.
I'm not gonna lie. Those are some nice shades.
Come on, bro. I know you, man.
Those are some nice shades.
Could have sworn I seen them.
Those are my favorite aesthetics. Sunglasses.
Yeah, sunglasses. You
Yeah.
be in the spot.
Yep.
Posted up.
Posted.
Posted up.
Hey, man, I respect it. Listen, bro, I'll let you get it off, but sometimes I point it out. I'll be like, yo, this nigga's not serious right now, yo. He know that's my role. The Shy Brother, that's what I do. Because you can't have two Shy Brothers. It don't work like that.
Stepping on your toes.
I'm shy over there.
Next time, be shy in this corner.
I'll be shy in this corner. You be shy over there, man. It's enough to go around, right? I don't know. I'm not in that type of setting.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I already got, the reception from the party was like, yo, Pete, why Pete so quiet? Why Pete don't be saying nothing? Why Pete?
It's exactly the same reason we were just talking about. I don't really know y'all like that, yo. I just gotta,
man.
I just gotta get up.
Come on,
to
man. You gotta mix
speed.
and mingle though a bit, man.
You
You gotta mix and mingle a bit. And that's always my thing. Even if you don't really know nobody, like
Break the ice.
break the ice, man. Go introduce yourself to somebody.
I
You
think
never
I did
know, because at the end of the day, it's all about communication. It's all about networking.
Yeah, I think I did a little better that time around.
And also, if you ask the right questions, you can go further than you ever thought you would be.
What are some acceptable questions? You're first meeting somebody. It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, because I know where everybody mind go to. What are some questions that you could, that are acceptable, that's not too over the top, that's not too invasive, that you could, pose just to, get a gauge of who somebody is, and, if it's somebody that you would want to, be a friend to, or, get closer to, or whatever the case may be.
What's your morning routine?
You're asking that when you first meet somebody?
No, that was a joke. Man.
Okay, I don't know.
You can ask them about their hobby, what they like doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how do you spend your day to day? That's kind of like the routine question, but yeah, hobbies. Gotta ask about,
Your
backgrounds, career choices, all of that. Where are you going to school?
It also depends where you're meeting these people.
I was just about to ask. You asking career choices, like.
Yeah, what's the context?
Anywhere, because like me, as I get older, I'm leaning away from
Small talk.
Not necessarily. I mean, yeah. Well, small talk for me is kind of like we could skip the small talk because I like to, I like to get to the nitty gritty. But I was saying I don't really find myself frequenting certain spaces anymore. Like I like smaller, more intimate gatherings where, you know, not to say you can't, not to say I can't meet new people, but it's just not as crowded. You know, you have room to talk. The music's not too loud. You don't have to yell over the music. You know.
So talk me through a scenario. All right, so y'all want to just do the exercise? Like, what's the exercise? Who are we talking about? Are we talking about like a dude?
Okay, boom.
A woman?
All right. So you're in the spot.
This
is like a.
This is woman.
Let me lay out the scenario.
All right,
you.
cool.
You're in the spot. It's like a little poetry night, poetry slam.
Do you clap your hands or snap your fingers?
Poetry slam. It's like at I would say like a little speakeasy.
You don't have to set the mood, nigga.
Yeah, like get right to it, buddy. Like what's going on?
A little speakeasy, right? Okay, you see a woman over there. Now you're not over the top, just like trying to bag you. You just want to go over there, introduce yourself. You want to go over there,
Is she by herself?
She's with two friends. How do you play it? She's with two friends. She's with two friends. You're with your boy, but your boy just ran to the bar to grab a drink.
Go ahead, Pete.
Oh no, this is all you, man. Go for it, dog.
I got a girl, so
Hypothetically speaking, man, damn.
I can't do no hypotheticals, my guy.
you feel me?
Oh man, here we go, man.
So go ahead, be single.
Go ahead, man. No, yeah.
How I ask the question, I got to answer too. I asked the question.
I told you to paint the scenario. You trying to drag us down with you?
I'm just asking. I said you're not even trying to run down. I said you're just trying to go over there, introduce yourself, see if it's like you're at a poetry slam. Like she's a creative. You have a podcast. Are you not connecting the dots?
You didn't paint the scenario in the first place. Or you just say your man. First of all, you said your man went to go get drinks at the bar.
Your man went to go get drinks at the bar. She's with two of her friends. You're at a poetry slam, so obviously everybody's there. Everybody's there. They understand what they're there for. Mm-hmm. I said you're not there trying to run down. You're just trying to go over there, introduce yourself. See if try to network. That's what I said. That's why you're not trying to bag nothing. Like y'all don't talk to ladies because women, if y'all have a girlfriend.
No.
Nope. No, sir. No.
Yo, y'all crazy.
He's doing. This guy. I told you he was good. This guy right here. Yo, this guy.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good. No, sir. Not on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Clouds and all.
Nah, all jokes aside, man. All jokes aside, I get it. All right. Y'all don't talk to no girls. I get it. But not for real though. Like, it's one of those events where you could network, where you could really possibly meet somebody. Like it could be beneficial for the both of you. Going forward, if you guys create friendship.
So I got a question. These group of people that I'm going to talk to, are they performing or are they just random people? They might not even have no motion going on. They just sitting down. I just want to go talk to them just because I want to talk.
That's to my point right there. What if they're in a situation where they've written before, they have poetry, they have art, they have stuff they want to share, but they haven't taken that step yet to necessarily go on stage and necessarily share their art with the world, but they've made stuff before, they have it in the tuck. So no. So to your question, no, they didn't perform that night, but you don't know if they perform or not. They could just be there supporting. You never know. And that's to my point. Go over there, network, and introduce yourself, and see if it's something worth.
Honestly, if I'm in that situation, I'll only go over there if there's nowhere else to sit and there's some seats there.
Hey, this guy's good. You ain't catching him up, man.
Nigga said the whole spot's so packed, I had to sit next to her, babe. I had no choice. Yo,
this guy Ruby
is good, boy. This guy's good, boy.
I'm with him too, man. We gonna trip nobody up today, dog.
And he in the corner. Are you all right? You not having a good time? Nah, I was performing last night. You know, I'm a DJ. You know, I'm a DJ, and I got another gig after this, and you know, like,
That's conversation starter right there. Oh, what do you do for work?
you know, I'm a construction manager. I build whatever you need.
I'm looking to build houses.
Yo, this guy.
Camera on me. This this nigga think you know me, man.
Yo, Roby, you good, man. Yo, you're good, yo.
But like I was saying, if there's no seats available and those are the only seats possible, and they were there, I'll just have a regular conversation and be like, "Yo, what's up? What's your names? What y'all do?"
That's all I was asking.
Yeah,
I was just asking, what questions do you ask in that situation? Okay, I laid out a situation, like what sort of questions comes up, you know?
I probably asked them, is this their first time going to a poetry night? Just very on the surface questions. I wouldn't ask nothing crazy.
You wouldn't get too invasive.
Nah.
What's your style? Oh, I'm in the haikus, hyperboles.
Okay.
A little bit of metaphors here and there.
How many stanzas be in you?
Stanzas? What's your emotion? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I really love the way you evoked the emotion and you made the words speak. And all that.
You been around, huh?
Painted. Nah, not even. I just watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I just watch a lot of movies.
Based on real stories?
What movie is that from?
Nah, but for real though, all jokes aside, because these are the spaces that I want to find myself in, right? You know, like comedy shows, little poetry nights, you know, karaoke, you know, just things that's not so.
Do you remember the karaoke night we had on the boat?
On the boat?
On the cruise?
Oh yeah.
That shit was bad.
That was funny. That was funny.
Oh yeah, you guys did go on a cruise. Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, I bet.
That was fun. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But Pete, how would you approach?
I wouldn't. I would just play the corner.
I believe him too,
I'm
because that's his bag.
Just play the corner. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I would, man.
Fair enough. But you know, as you're in this space now, creative, and you know, you have a podcast, you're a
right.
photographer, videographer.
You're limiting yourself.
So, and that's what I'm saying. You're leaving opportunities on the table, man.
All right, you guys are right. 100% right. I shouldn't think like that anymore. I think I would approach now, but yeah, I would bring up what I'm doing, like creatively. I would ask about what they're doing creatively, you know, guy and, you know, gal. See what they're doing, see what they're into, see if, you know, our interests align. Probably try to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to say something fancy right now.
Dumb it down, bro.
Dumb it down. So nurture. Try to nurture a relationship. You know, you never know. There's one thing my uncle told me, you know, when I was a little lad growing up, and I used to think he was out of his mind, but my uncle used to tell me, yo, talk to everybody. You never know when you're going to need something from somebody. Be nice to people. You never know when you're going to need something from somebody. Like he used to, like even in high school, he used to be like, yo, if there's one group of people, and I'm going to use this term loosely, I promise you I'm not shooting at anybody. This is just the word that he told me at the time. He was like, if there's one class of people that you should talk to, is the nerds. You know what I mean? Because they're going to be the ones that are into all this computer stuff, you know, coding, programming. So me being the age I am now, I can honestly say I wish I took, you know, that advice and just ran with it. I'm doing a little better now, to the point where I do have like a network of people that I know for certain things, but I could have been like far along, you know, in whatever, you know what I'm trying to say? Where I know what you're at right now. So talk to everybody. So I think you guys are 100% right. I don't think I would. Naturally, of course, I would, you know, not say anything, but I think, you know, me being in a creative, you know, space right now, just try to see where everybody's interests align, you know, what we can do. Maybe we could possibly put something in the works together. And yeah, so if it's just that, I would talk about like some creative things that we got going on. And you know me, man, if there's one person I got to call in the middle of something, like something could be happening live. There's one person I call is Vlad, and he's just right in it with me. Like it's happened a bunch of times. So I'd probably call Vlad, and we'd probably like pitch ourselves and go from there. So I think that's where I would leave it. So, yeah, just like normal conversations of pitching yourself.
What about you?
How I would approach it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would just, like, for the most part, I play it cool. Go over there, same thing, introduce myself. Especially if I got something going on and I think that, you know, you may align with that. Because there's been many situations where I felt that I've just let opportunities pass me by just by not being, I don't know, just being too passive about it. You know, just not taking control of the situation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I think we do have to be aggressive, you know. We do have to take hold of the situation and try to mold it into what you want it to be, you know. So I resonate with Pete where a lot of times I'll just sit down and not say anything, even if it's like something that I want to say, you know, like I feel it in my heart. I have the urge to say something or to introduce myself or whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be on no like romantic. It could just be on some, you know, just introduce myself and, you know, like you clearly share an interest that I have because we're both here at the same time. It's not just by coincidence, you know, we're both here sitting next to each other. So this is somewhat like fate, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So just capitalizing on opportunities and just like many situations, I feel like, damn, I should have capitalized. And just in hindsight, like, man, why did I not do X, Y, Z?
I tell you what, for people that don't have the opposite sex of friends, they feel like the only time they could talk to the other sex if they trying to bag it. But they got to learn that you don't have to bag everything. You can be legit friends with people and seeing the different perspectives, it's also good just for, you know, our well-being.
That's actually a hard concept for most to like grasp. Mm-hmm. Like everybody just wants to, they just want to like get whatever they want out of a certain situation. Like it's okay to have friends. You know what I mean?
How many lady friends do you gents have?
0.
I got a few female friends. What about you?
A couple. How does you're single, right?
No.
You're not single.
No.
Okay, that answer changes weekly.
Whoa. Cutting that shit out. Cutting that shit out ASAP. This guy is crazy. Hey, get a load of this guy over here.
Hold on, wait.
This guy.
All right, wait, hold on though. Let's have a serious conversation though. Like, don't run from the real combos, bro. I don't like that cutting it out. Nah, don't cut it out. Let's talk.
Yo, how we do it on time, yo? We've been here for a while, haven't we?
Let's talk. Nah, because like all jokes aside, yo, I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to you. You think you say it, I'm gonna get to you. Nah, because Pete, because I feel like 2-3 weeks ago, like I was talking to you, like what are you
about to say right now?
Because 2-3 weeks ago, you were telling me you were single.
I was?
Am I making that up? If I'm making that up, I apologize.
You're making that up, bro.
Okay, I apologize. My bad.
I thought you were gonna say something else, like, you know, you do have like women friends, but I don't think I told you I was single. There are some women associates in the circle. I mean, I put you on the phone with them a couple of times, right?
I can't believe he got me looking like I'm crazy. Whatever, man. Whatever. Yo, Roby, you said you got a few women, lady friends. Yeah, this guy.
Yo, I don't think any of this shit should go out. Yo, this guy's about to get me caught up.
I'm just asking.
Yo, I knew I should have stopped recording. Yo, this guy's about to get me caught up.
I see where he's going. Nigga looked at me. He smiled.
Nah, because I'm gonna keep it tall. If y'all didn't run from the initial question, niggas said if there's no other seats. I feel like, what
Yo,
the fuck?
Vlad is crazy, bro.
What's up with y'all, yo? Like,
Oh
hey,
damn!
come on, yo.
Oh my
Come
god!
on, yo.
Oh
And then he
shit!
gonna try to get off. The problem is we need more lady friends and this and that. Like, you see what he's
Yo, what the hell? Yo, he's still mad about that salt bagel. That's what it is. Yo. Oh my god, this guy is crazy.
Whatever, man. If you want to cut that out, that's cool. So I'm not even gonna ask Roby.
Nah.
No, do it. He said he's not gonna ask me.
No, what I was gonna ask was, I think we, you know, I like potting with y'all boys because I asked some questions, and I'm not telling. Listen, I'm not telling you to incriminate yourself. I'm not telling you to give answers that will make the home situation, bumpy. I'm not. I don't want. That's not even what I want.
Yeah, you didn't exactly say those words.
I didn't, and that's not what I meant to do either. Like I wouldn't want that. If you can answer the questions, answer them. If you can't, cool too. But just if you pussy, just say that. That's all I'm saying.
Noted. Yo, we had a great show today. We had an amazing show today. I mean, it may seem like it's all over the place. Trust me, it wasn't. We had fun, talking. Yeah. Always.
That's fun, man.
Roby.
We come here, we shoot the shit, man.
Come here and shoot the shit. Sometimes it's a little dangerous, the shooting.
Yeah. You need a bulletproof vest.
Hey, this guy over here, man. This guy over here talking about hypothetical.
Hold on, though. I need everybody. Man. I need everybody that's tuning in. Please, if you made it this far, shout out to you because I know what y'all be doing. Y'all first 10 minutes. So if you made it this far, shout out to you. We appreciate you and we love the support. But tell us in the comments and whatever. Am I bugging? Are these questions not questions that you can ask? Even if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend that you can answer, like what, like it's all hypothetical. None of it is. It's not real situations that we're speaking about. So it's a situation, if hypothetically you find yourself in, and what would you do?
And hypothetically, if your significant other is on the podcast answering these questions, how would you feel?
Yes, hypothetically speaking, if you have your spouse and they have a podcast, how would you feel about them answering? Because honestly, I don't really see like you up here. It's not. We're just shooting this shit. We're not sitting like we just up here having fun. Like we're just up here answering, like just talking, discussing. These aren't real situations. So
I think he's 100% right. We are having fun, safe fun.
Yo, y'all boys is
a whole lot of fun.
A whole lot of safe
y'all boys mute. Y'all boys
joking.
Y'all mute up, man. When it comes to certain topics, y'all mute up.
I mean,
camera on you now.
No. Hey, today's all about you, my boy. Camera on this guy over here. I mean, it's been on both of us the whole time, but focus on him more. This is the man of the hour.
Niggas can't get mad because I'm asking questions. The good questions that the people want to hear. These are questions people want to know about. Like, who cares about the safe questions? What do we care for safe questions? That doesn't make for a good listening experience. Yeah. Let's hear what the person that's in a relationship got to say about these matters, right? Like, how do you navigate that in your relationship? Like, let's talk about the real stuff that people actually go through. Who cares about the safe shit? Like, nobody's with me here. Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yo, we had a great episode. I've been trying to close this shit. He just keeps going. We had a great episode. Shouts to you guys. Y'all know where to find us next week.
Roby, drop your ass, man. Drop your ass. Let them know where to find you, Roby.
My at Instagram is C_Roby_. That's C_ROBI_. Again, July 6th. I have this boat party going on. Be there. It's going to be on my link in my bio. So hope to see y'all there.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Yes, sir.
Out.